All
right, well, let's go ahead and get our bodies warmed up. We'll do some shoulder circles. Let go of some of that stiffness that you're holding on to. It's nice to see people up and out, though.
Yes. On this cold morning.
Yes, yes. And change direction. It's good to move the body when it's so cold, too.
Oh, shoot, I was walking the dog at 6:30.
It's chilly out there. All right, raise those shoulders up towards your ears and drop them down. And raise them up towards the ears and drop them down. And go ahead and bring them forward. Feel the back start to open just a bit and then pull them back, opening up the chest. And we'll do that one more time, pulling them forward, opening them up. And relax those hands on your knees. Let's go ahead and look over one shoulder and look over the other. We'll warm our necks up just a bit. And we'll switch and look up and look down. And as you look up, go ahead and extend that chin up towards the ceiling. Feel that whole chest opening up. And as you look down, try to touch that chin to your breastbone. And look up. And look down. And bring the head back to center. Raise one arm up. We're going to let that hand drop on the opposite ear. Tilt that head down. If you want to extend this stretch, take that opposite arm extended towards the ground. And release. Let's do the other side. Arm raises up. Go ahead and bend. So it taps that ear. Tilt that head down. Extend that opposite arm out. And release. Let's do that one more time. Go ahead and raise an arm up. Drop it down. Tilt that head down. You can extend that arm out. Now take your chin and move it down towards the ground. And feel that stretch move around the neck. And bring that head back up and release. Let's do the other side. Tilt it down. Head tilts over. Extend that opposite arm. And now tilt that chin towards the ground. And back up and release. Nice. All right. Let's start moving down to our spine now. Put your hands on your knees. We'll do our cat-cows. Go ahead and push that chest out, looking up. Pull that belly in, curling, looking down. Just move at a pace that feels good to you. Make sure that you are breathing in and out as you do this. And if you need to, like, open up the mask just for a moment to take a breath in. It's important that you're getting air into the body while you're doing this movement. You want to keep the spine nice and flexible. This is a great move to do every day. Did I say that about every exercise? This is great to move the body every day. And let's do one more in each direction, forward and backwards. And bring that body upright. So let's lift that chest up, lift those rib cages up nice and high, and we'll make some circles. Now remember, it's the rib cage that's making the circle. You see my shoulders moving, but we don't want to initiate the movement from the shoulders. You want to initiate it from the rib cage. And that way we're engaging that spine, and you feel that spine spiraling at the core or the base there. It's going to move fluid up, bring some flexibility to the spine. And change direction. Let's do one more full circle all the way around. And bring your spine back to center. Lift that chest up, lift those shoulders up, drop those shoulders back, and relax the arms. Nice. Okay, so this is going to help warm up your body. we're gonna go ahead and push that belly out, pull it in, push it out, pull it in, push out, pull it in. Now, as I do that, I'm not letting the hips move. I'm actually just pushing the belly out, pulling it in, pushing out, pulling it in. And that's gonna, hear it, it's gurgling. I just had some tea. It doesn't like this. But that's gonna warm up that core. It's also gonna help strengthen those muscles in this abdomen area. As you pull in, lift up that pelvic floor at the same time. Tuck everything up inside, push it out, tuck it all up, push it out, tuck it up. Really strengthening all those muscles on the inside. And one more, pull it in. Let's hold it just for a moment. And then relax. Nice, good job. All right, let's go ahead and put your feet flat on the ground so that you can move side to side and feel comfortable. I'm gonna hang onto the chair with one hand to make sure I don't fall out. Lift one arm up towards the ceiling and let's lean over. And let's lean over as far as you can. You've got this hand holding on to keep you nice and secure in your chair. Push that hand out as far as you can. And pull that hand back in. Let's switch. This hand's gonna hang onto the chair to keep me safe. And I bring that opposite arm up, leaning over and push through that hand. And pull it back, nice. Let's do the first side again. Push out. Take that hand and turn that palm up towards the ceiling. And now take that opposite leg and extend it out. Nice long body here. And pull it back in. All right, let's do the other side. Watch your hip on this one. Arm comes up. Let's leave that foot in for just a moment. Just extend the hand. Turn that palm up towards the ceiling. You might feel that stretch move down a little deeper into the hip joint. And now extend that leg. And pull it back in. Nice. Deep breath in. Okay. All right, let's warm up these legs a bit. I'm going to scoot back now so that I can let my legs swing. Just getting those knees warmed up. Sorry, I'm so much shorter than you. Mark, you and Bob both, you got your legs dragged.
What do I do now?
You're so tall, you and Mark, your feet don't swing like that's the short ones.
In my family, I'm a runt.
Let's do some circles. I can hear my knees popping. Helps to get some of that air out and move fluid into those knees and switch direction.
Should have let the grease gun.
Pump it in there. And we'll do our ankles. So let's do some circles. And change direction.
I have a granddaughter who's 6'3"
Wow.
and a grandson who's 6'4".
Point
Wow.
and flex. How old are they? Are they adults or are they still young?
Middle 30s.
Okay, so they're done growing, but they're super tall. And rest.
My mother had 2 aunts that were 6'2", born about 1880.
Wow, that's very tall, huh?
Really, I
Yeah.
said I'm a runt.
Let's extend those arms out. We'll do some circles. We're gonna keep warming up that body. Feel that energy moving out through the hands. And now let's visualize you've got those heavy kettlebells. Grab those kettlebells. Notice how your circles change just a bit. When you visualize you've got these heavy weights in your hands, it slows down just a bit. Let's bring those kettlebells to medium circles. So visualizing that you've got those heavy kettlebells. And we'll move to large circles. One more full circle all the way around. Stop, let go of those kettlebells, leave those hands open, big circles opposite direction. Now feel that energy shooting through the middle finger. Mine starting at the heart, shooting out through my arms, out through my middle finger. And we'll move to medium circles. And 2 small circles. And rest those arms. Oof. Oh, get you guys warmed up here. All right, let's get our legs moving. We're gonna move our legs and our hands together. We've done this move before, pushing up towards the ceiling. As we do that, knee rises up and then we push the other side. And let's do this for 20. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, and rest. Whew, good job. I wish I could like turn the camera and you guys could be the one on film. You guys look so good.
No.
All right, we're gonna keep warming up that body. I'm gonna sit back just a bit so I can raise both feet off the ground at the same time. You can sit on the edge. This is going to encourage you to move up a little bit more in the core area. Arms are gonna be down here on the ground. We're gonna raise up and back down. Let's do this for 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and release. Good job. Nice. Make sure you're breathing. Take a deep breath in. All right. Now I'm going to move to the front because I'm going to move my leg out. And as I do, I'm going to do that same move we did during our stretch. Only now we're going to be stepping out, pulling in, stepping out, pulling in. I want you to feel this little muscle right here contracting as you pull in. So we're working these side lateral muscles. So we'll do one side for 10 and then we'll switch. Let's begin. 1, pull it back. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and pull it in. Nice. I like the way everyone's kind of modifying it to your body and how you feel today. If you're just stepping out, this is still good, right? You can just step out and lift that hand up. This is still working this core. All right. But if you're able to really move, let's do that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Pull it in and take a breath in. Extend that leg out. Go ahead. You got that Charlie horse again.
Both sides.
All right, let's go ahead and scoot our body back just a bit. Let's go ahead and lift one foot up. We're going to pull that knee into our chest, push it out and down. So we lift it up, push it out and down. That's 3, we'll do 10. 4, 5, 6, 7. Is that helping? 8, 9, 10. And let's do the other side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You got it. One more. 9, 10. And relax. Whew, nice. All right, take a deep breath in.
Can I ask a question?
Yes.
Since this is a medical facility, do you have 12 air changes per hour?
Do we have what?
12 air exchanges per hour? That's what's required in a hospital.
I don't know. You'd have to check up front. I'm not sure.
Would they know?
They might know. I don't know because we have new staff. Every person in the front office is brand new.
Yeah, that's that.
Yeah. So I'm not sure. if
Yeah, I
they-
was just curious because I know this building is, LEED certified building, so I'm thinking maybe they have better ventilation.
I'm not positive. Good question. All right, let's find your weights. Okay. We'll go ahead and we'll begin with our bicep curls. Our biceps are one of our bigger muscles in our arms, so this exercise is always just a little easier. So we'll go ahead and my feet are flat on the ground. Lift that chest up, lift that rib cage up, shoulders roll down and relax. Arms facing palms out, and let's curl up for a count of 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and relax. Nice. Because it's cold, our wrists are getting a little stiff. Let's do our wrist exercises just a bit. So rest those forearms on the legs. Let those weights curl down and curl them back up. So we uncurl, curl up. And do it at a pace that feels good to you. We're working our forearm just a bit, building some strength and flexibility in the wrist. And go ahead and bring those weights back up to the knees, lift that body up. Check in with your sitting pose. Make sure your spine is nice and straight. Relax the shoulders. Let's curl up. This time for 8, we're going to add a variation. So we're going to curl up and we're going to open up those arms. And then we're going to curl back down. We'll do that for 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And relax. Check in with your biceps. Do you feel your biceps pumping up just a bit? All right, next one's going to be for a count of 6, and let's add another variation. So we're going to curl up, open up here. Let's bring them out in front of us. Back out. So we just added an extra move, all right? So let's do this for 6. 1, curl up, open up, tap them in front. Let's bring them back.
Oh.
2. This one's tough right here. 3. Oop, sorry. 4. 5. 6. Open the door, tap them in front. Open the door. And relax. Whew, take a deep breath in. Engages the whole core, right? As soon as you bring those weights out in front, your whole abdomen section has to like tighten up to hold them up there. All right, good job, nice. All right, let's go ahead and we're gonna do our wood chop. And so what that is crossing across the body, and it visualizes if you're chopping down on wood. So I'm actually crossing the midline. I'm starting on my left hip, going up over my right, coming back down. So my other hand isn't going to be lifting, but I still have my weight in it. So you can rest it on your hip, rest it on the chair. Let's rest that hand across to the opposite hip. We're going to lift up for 10. 1, bring it back down. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and back down. Nice. Let's switch sides. If any of these moves are too heavy, you don't have to use weights. They're still going to be just as powerful without weights. And let's do this for 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and down. All right, weights come here. I just realized you didn't have 5s. Are you okay with the 3s? Now that we're halfway through, sorry. Okay, so my hands are resting one on each hip. I'm gonna open up and bring it back down. And so it's almost as if I'm flipping my wrist up, pointing it up towards the ceiling, bringing it back down. You could try it to see how it feels with the weights, and you can adjust your weights if you need to. I do have a set of 3s if you need to up, or I have a set of 1s if you need to reduce. All right, let's do this for 10. 1, and bring it down. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and back down. Take a deep breath in. Working a new muscle under here. So you might feel this later today. All right, let's go ahead and take these weights and put them out in front of you, almost as if I'm doing a fist bump with myself. Elbows are up, almost parallel with the ground if you're able to. We're going to open up those arms, bring it back. So try that out. This might be a little heavier because we're using little tiny muscles on the deltoid here. And let's open up for 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and release. Nice, good job. Roll those shoulders, loosen up any areas that might be tight. Whew, good work. All right. So we've been working the muscles in the arms. I'm going to continue doing that, but I'm going to move to the back of the arms here. And the way I'm doing that, I'm going to do some reverse flies. So I need to lean forward and get down low. So I'm creating a space that I can drop my hands under here. And from here, I'm going to lift up into airplane arms and back down, but I'm using the muscles across my back and the back of my arms. So go ahead and lean forward as it feels comfortable. And we're going to lift up for 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And go ahead and lift that body up so you can take a breath. All right, let's lean back forward. Same move, only now I want you to focus on the energy lifting up from the elbows. So I'm going to lean forward. This time the elbows are going to raise up, right? And then they're going to come back down. And you can push back down, engaging those biceps. So we're going to lift from the elbows and push back down for a count of 10. 1, push it down. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and bring that body up, take a breath. So you should be feeling that in the back muscles here. And I always try to tell you what I'm feeling so you know if you're working the right muscles, right? So now we're going to combine the two. So I'm going to lean forward. I'm going to pull up with the elbows. Then I'm going to open up like airplanes, come back and push down. So the two that we just did, we're going to combine them. So let's go ahead and pull up for 10. 1, open up. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Last one. Push it down. All right, bring that body up. Go ahead and let go of those weights. Shake those arms out. Good job. Nice. Whew. All right. I'm going to sit back in the chair. I'm no longer going to need that space. I'm going to find myself sitting in my chair comfortably, feet still flat on the ground. Let's go ahead and put those weights on our knees. And I'm going to lift one up. And then as I bring this one back down, the opposite one lifts up. And so I just have this little scissors that I'm going to do. You can try it and see if your weights are appropriate. You guys power through everything. All right, let's do this for 10. Start one up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and release. Nice. When I lift up, I notice my neck gets a little tight. Check in to make sure that you're not, because as you lift up, that shoulder wants to compensate. So make sure you're relaxing that. All right, so now we're going to do the same move, only I'm going to start in the middle. And so as one hand raises up, the other one lowers. I jump back to the middle, and then I switch. So let's start in the middle. We'll do 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Ooh, this is tough. 6,
Yeah.
7, 8, 9, 10. Back in the center and take a break. Whew. All right, check in with those shoulders. That one was tougher. Okay, this time both hands are going to move up together. And so now my front of my body is really going to become engaged. And the same with those muscles in the back. So I'm going to slowly raise both hands up, push up towards the ceiling, slowly lower back down. Let's do this one for 8. 1, back down. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Push up towards the ceiling, lower back down. Nice. All right. Set one weight down. So you're only holding on to one. Whew, deep breath in. Yeah, I think we've got so
I don't heard that on Zoom, I got plump.
things we don't know, right? All right. So Josephine, Sparky was saying she was gently putting her weights down. We didn't realize that you guys in the audience hear us dropping our weights. All right. So I'm going to spread my legs so they're a little bit wider than my chair, just enough room that I can set this weight down. So my arms are hanging nice and relaxed. And each of us are a little bit taller. I'm not leaning forward in this move. My body is still upright. So my body is upright, spine is straight, hands just resting as low as it is for me. We're going to lift these weights all the way up, tap the shoulders, and back down. We'll do 10. That was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and back down. Nice. Take a deep breath in. This movement engages the lungs too as we're lifting up and down. So you want to make sure you're making clear space for air to move in. All right, so this time I'm going to tap the ground. So as I tap the ground, I feel the inside of my thighs opening up. And so as I move my body up, push against your feet into the earth to push that body up, tap the shoulders and back down. So you can use your feet to lift that heavy body up. Let's do this for 10. 1, tap all the way down. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Tap that shoulder all the way back down. Go ahead and let that weight rest on the ground. Bring your body up. Take a deep breath in. Good job. Let's go ahead and grab those weights. I still have one hand on each side. I'm going to push so that I'm looking under my arm. Drop that weight as far back as you can. Drop it down as far as you can so you feel your chest opening up, underneath the arms opening up, bringing it back to the front. We'll do this for 5 going to one direction, and then we'll do 5 the other direction. 1, super deep here. 2, 3, 4, 5. And let's go the other way. Look under that arm. 1, 2, open up that chest. 3, 4, 5. And keep it to the center. Nice. Let's pull those feet in just a bit. I'm just going to walk them in. We're going to continue working our core. So I'm going to bring this weight down, tap my knees, bring my body back up. If you want to, you can bring back another set of weights. If you want more weight on this, you could carry 2 weights. And if you think that you're able to, but this is a little more difficult to do, you could carry those weights as you bring your body up. On this move, don't use your legs. Try to use your core to lift your body up. Tucking that tailbone underneath, tucking those those glutes. All right, so let's start from upward position. We're gonna move down and up for a count of 10. 1, down, bring your body up. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Bring that body back up. Nice. All right. So we're going to do that same move, only now I'm going to move my hands outward. I'm going to tap my toes. Go down, tap the toes, come back up to the chest. Go down, tap the toes, back up to the chest. And we'll do that for 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Back up. Nice. Go ahead and drop that weight down. Whew. You guys are doing good. We're going to work our core just a little bit more. So let's go ahead, whether you have one weight or two weights. I'm going to go as far back as I can. If I can tap the back of my glute or just your hip, you can tap the hip. You can go back, tap that glute, come back to the center. We're going to tap the other side, bring it back, and we'll do this for 10. 1, tap, bring it back. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and back to center. Whew, good job. Let's go ahead and set these weights down and set them back far enough that you can move your legs. We don't want to trip on them. All right. So we did a wood chop where we lifted that arm up and pulled it back down. We're going to do that same move, only now I'm going to lift the opposite knee up as I go back down. So I'm going to be challenging crossing the body here. And so this is more about coordination and making sure that arm is nice and straight. And remember, you can visualize that you have a weight in your hand as you bring it back down. Other hand's going to hold onto the chair to keep me secure. It also keeps my body upright. I have a tendency when I lift that knee up to hunch, and I want to keep that body upright. And this just helps me stay up. All right, so let's lift up for 10. 1, bring it down. 2, it's almost like they're connected. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Let's switch sides. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, let's keep that movement going. We're going to put our fingertips on our shoulders, pull that knee up, tapping that opposite elbow, bringing it back down. And we'll do this for a count of 10. 1, let's do both sides. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And release those hands. Deep breath in. Put those hands behind your head. This time we're going to visualize that we're doing a sit-up. So we're doing a crunch, but we're doing it from a sitting position. So I'm going to bring my nose to my opposite knee. So I'm just going to bring it up. That means my body actually is curling down. Whereas before I kept my body upright, now my body curls down. As close as I'm able to go to that knee, bring it back up, and then go to the other side. And so now you should feel this inside core working. And then we'll do this for 10. 1, do both sides. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, And release those hands. Ooh, good job. Take a deep breath in. Really scrunching up this area, huh? I know it's hard to breathe. All right, let's do our mountain climbers. So I'm going to open one leg up. Arms go up into cactus arms. So I'm going to lift that knee up to tap that elbow and drop it back down. And so your knee can be at an angle. That feels better for you if you have some tightness here in the hip, or you can open it up a little wider. And let's do this for 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Let's switch sides. Hands back up and goddess. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and release. Nice, good job. Deep breath in. Relax your body. All right, let's do our step overs. So visualize you have your dog right there, right? We're going to step over that dog. You could, if you want to, you could set your weights there just to make sure that you're being very conscientious about stepping over something. But we're going to step over for a count of 10. So again, my hands are hanging on, making sure I'm nice and secure, or keeping my body upright. And let's step over for 10. 1, bring it back. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Let's do the other side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Let's bring both legs out. You've got 2 dogs you have to jump over. 2 dogs to bring your feet back over. Let's do this for 10. 1, bring it back. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and back. Nice. All right. Go ahead and sit back. And I'm going to leave my hips forward, but let my body lean back just a bit. And I'm going to lift one knee up as high as I can. We did this before. Let's do this again. We're going to flex that foot. Visualize there's a wall in front of you. You're going to push that wall away and then bring that foot back up, back down. All right. So we're going to do 5 on this side, 5 on this side. Push up, push away. 1, 2, flex that foot. 3, 4, 5. Let's switch into the other side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and pull it back. All right, so keep your body in this position. We're going to lift both legs together. This is going to be a lot more difficult. If you need to hold on to bring both legs up, pushing them out, bring them back and down. If you want to challenge yourself, you can put your hands on your hips or just rest them out. And so we're going to bring those legs out, push them out, bring them back and down. We'll do this for 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. This is tough. Last one. 8. And down. Woo, all right. I really felt that on the top part of my thigh there, but my abs are also working, right? So deep breath in. Good job. Nice. We're going to continue working this lower part of our body. Let's go ahead and widen that stance. And I'm going to bring my body up to the edge because I'm going to lean forward. We're going to do our cherry pickers here. And so this is the move where we lift our arms up. And as we lift up, we're lifting to that rib cage. We're going to lean over as far as you can. The deeper you go, the more stretch you're going to get underneath your legs, the more you're going to challenge these muscles. Everybody has a different sound. All right, let's lift those arms up. Lift that rib cage up nice and tall. Lean towards one leg, all the way down as far as you can. Hands are touching the ground. Let's move them across. We're going to gather some cherries. Move across to the other leg. Bring those arms up. Watch your chair to make sure it doesn't slide out from underneath you. And we'll do 5 this direction. This is number 2. Arms up. 3. Walk those hands as deep as you can. 4. Last one this direction. 5. Arms up. Reach up towards the ceiling. Lift those rib cage just up off the hips. Let's turn towards the opposite leg. 1. Walk across. 2. 3. 4. 5. All the way across. Bring those hands up nice and tall. Let's go right down the center. Tap that ground. Arms back up. Push against your legs. Bringing those arms up. Reach up all the way down the center. Tap the ground if you're able to. Now push your feet into the earth, raising those arms up. One more time. Hands come down. Push against the ground, lifting up, and drop those hands into airplane. Extend that energy out. We're going to do our windmills. So one hand's going to go across the body, and you're going to tap wherever it feels comfortable. Maybe today you're just tapping your knee. Maybe you're going to go all the way down, tap those ankles, and come back up. We'll do this for 10. 1. Let's do both sides. 2. 3. 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. 10. Both sides. And bring those arms out and pull them back in. Take a deep breath in. Nice, good job. All right, let's pull those feet back in. I'm gonna lift one ankle up, rest it on that opposite foot. We're gonna create our figure 4. So this is our figure 4. And we all look a little bit different. Some of us are more flexible and that leg might be a little more parallel with the ground. Mine's pointing up pretty tall. All right, lift that rib cage up and let's lean forward. And so now we feel a stretch under that hip right here. This is actually a great time to kind of massage that muscle. So if you want to, you can actually put your hand and kind of just work that muscle just a bit. Feel it loosen up just a bit more. If you had a ball or a roller, this would be a good place to kind of open up that hip joint. All right, lift that body up. Let's go ahead and cross that knee. We're gonna keep it crossed. We're gonna do our spinal twist. The body's still nice and tall. You don't want to twist your body, it's scrunched up. You want it to be nice and tall. Let's grab the back of the chair, look behind you. And come back forward. And let's twist in the opposite direction. And come back forward. With our legs crossed, let's bring those arms up and down forward. This is going to be a little confining in the belly area. So we're squishing some toxins out of those joints, and go ahead and move that body up and uncross those legs. Nice, good job. Let's do the other side. Figure 4. So we've got that ankle resting on the opposite knee as far as it's able to. Lift that rib cage up and let's go ahead and move forward. Feel that tightness in your hip. And again, you can kind of loosen it up if you want to. You can kind of, if you want to like tap it with your fists, or maybe you just want to use your fingers and kind of massage it. But feel that area open up just a bit more by tapping in and massaging. All right, and lift that body up. Let's go ahead and let that leg cross. We'll do our spinal twist again. Go ahead and look over one shoulder, And come back forward. Let's look at the other side. And come back forward. And one more forward bend. Arms are up and lean forward. And work your body back up. Nice. All right. We're going to stretch our legs out really good today. So go ahead and extend one foot out. And however you feel comfortable in your chair, if you want to sit back or if you want to get on the edge so you have a little bit more flexibility, pull that toe back as much as you can. So you feel that stretch on the back of the calf here. We're going to lean over the bent knee. So go ahead and put your hands on the knee and just let your body lean over. But focus on this foot staying nice and flexed and let it point it towards the ceiling. Don't let it tilt one way or the other. It should be up towards the ceiling. And relax just a little further over that bent knee. And push your body back up. Nice. Let's pull that leg back in. Let's do the other side. Extend that leg. Flex that toe towards you. You want to feel that nice stretch across the back of the leg. Hands go on the opposite knee. Let's go ahead and lean forward. And bring that foot back in. Raise that body up. Nice. All right. We're going to end with a little cardio. So go ahead and find that comfortable place. Aren't you having that tickle right now?
Yes, I do. This is getting really old.
It's hard right now. I'll be in the store and I'll get a tickle, but I'm so worried that people are gonna,
Oh, yeah.
you know,
I have to carry a
just to make sure.
Choose me out to the parking lot.
And every coat watching.
Just to make sure you have.
Yeah.
All right, so we're gonna move our body. So let's go ahead and we're gonna begin by doing our jumping jacks. So we're gonna pull those legs out, arms up, bring them back in. Let's do 30. 1, 2, 5. 12, 13, 19, 10 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and pull it back in. Check that heart rate. Notice how the heart's beating a little bit faster. That's good, right? We want to exercise that heart. Oh, but now it's time to slow it down. Relax the shoulders. Feel the heart beating just a little slower. Deep breath in. Push your feet into the ground. Find that groundedness. That's going to help slow that heart rate down because it knows that you're safe. Relax the mind. Relax the shoulders. Relax the body. All right. So we're going to take a wider stance. This move here, I'm not going to engage the legs so much. We're going to like punch. But you notice how I'm going to punch across my body. So I actually am engaging my legs. So as I punch to the right, that right leg is straight. Then I'm going to punch to the left. This movement across our body is going to cause the lungs to have to really work hard. So we're going to do 30 punches. So be careful that your chair doesn't slide out from underneath you as you start doing this movement. And let's do 30. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. You guys got this. 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, both sides. Whew, all right. Check in with your breath. I felt a little dizziness there. Slow that down. Relax the shoulders. Feel your feet connected to the earth. Deep breath in. As you exhale, feel the belly pushing down towards the bottom of the spine. Find that groundedness. Helps you find relaxation. Calm down that body just a bit. All right, last move for bringing up that heart rate. We're going to run in place. So let's bring those knees together. Lift those knees up. Move those arms. So now we got the arms and the knees moving together. Right now we've got a nice brisk pace. If you want to, you can move those arms a little bit more depending on where you are today. Lift those knees a little higher. I'm going to hold this for 30 seconds. 30 seconds doesn't sound like much, right? Move those arms a little faster. Bring those knees up a little higher. Maybe you can move a little faster, however it feels comfortable for you. For you, that's 15 seconds. Let's run a little faster. Now there's a bear behind us. I don't want to be the last person. 5 seconds more. Let's run a little faster. At least get in front of that person in front of you, right? And relax. No, we wouldn't do that, right? Deep breath in. Relax the shoulders. Just have to unroll.
Just the person in front of you.
Feel that heartbeat slowing down just a bit. Feel the body relax. Push your feet into the ground. Push your hands into your legs. If you ever hyperventilate, this is one of the fastest ways to find that connection. Slow that heart rate down. Not that you hyperventilate, but sometimes we get a little up in our shoulders and in our breath when we get angry, right? You can settle it back down. All right, let's stretch out a little bit before we end. I'm going to have you turn in your chair sideways. We've done this stretch before. We worked our legs just a bit. So I want you to open up these legs today. And so we're going to swing that one leg down. And so I'm on the toe of my foot, on the ball of my foot. And then I'm going to take that heel and I'm going to push it so it's straight. And I feel the top part of my leg opening up here. As I do that, I also feel my hip and my abdomen open up. If you turn that hip so it's facing that direction, so your leg is pushing you forward, and I feel a stretch go all the way up to the front of your body. You can use your hands to push against the chair so that your body is upright. You get a deeper stretch across the core. And if you feel like you're balanced enough, lift those arms up towards the ceiling. And pull the body back down. Nice. Let's do the other side. Drop that leg back so I'm on the ball of my foot. I'm going to push that heel down. And so it actually lifts me up just a bit out of my chair, but I can feel a stretch up the back of my leg. And if I shift my hip, so if I take my hand and I push that hip forward, I feel that stretch across the front of my hip. This is going to help to open up that hip joint. You can push up against the chair to lift your body up. You feel that stretch now across the front of your body. And lift those arms up if you feel balanced. And bring those hands back down. And go ahead and find your seat facing forward. Nice. Let's go ahead and we're going to do that. We're going to lean forward all the way down. Let those shoulders roll forward and then relax them. Let the hands hang down. Let the head hang down. Go ahead and shake that head from right to left. And walk your body back up. Nice. Now we rolled our shoulders forward on that move. Let's roll them back so that the chest opens up. Open up those palms up towards the ceiling. Let the head fall back. And pull those hands back in. Nice. So I did this move in the beginning. I'm going to do this again. This is a nice stretch for the vagus nerve. The vagus nerve is our connection to our parasympathetic. This is what brings us into rest and digest. So I'm going to have you tilt your ear towards your shoulder. And now visualize that you have a balloon, something tied to the earlobe, lifting it up just slightly. And you feel a slight stretch on the side of the neck here. Not a deep stretch, it's a really slight stretch. This is actually opening up the vagus nerve, allowing the body to relax and heal. And bring that head back up. Let's do the other side. Tilt that ear towards the opposite shoulder, or the same shoulder, sorry. And then lift that earlobe up towards the ceiling. And pull it back down. Nice. All right. Let's bring one arm across. Do a nice stretch across the deltoids here. We did work our deltoids a lot today. And let's do the other side. And one last stretch. We're going to take both arms out. We're going to cross them in front. And if you're able to touch those hands, go ahead and touch those hands together. But our hands are crossed. And then go ahead. And so what I did is I crossed my arms and tap. Yeah, as far as close as you can. There you go. And then from here, you feel a stretch across the back, right? You can tilt that head towards your palms if you need a little more stretch. You can even lean forward if you want to. Add a little more stretch down lower on the upper back. And bring that body back up and uncross. Let's do the other side. So if you crossed right under left, let's do left under right. And these might feel different for you. One side might be tighter than the other side. But if this is enough right here, you feel enough stretch, just leave it here. If you need more of a stretch, tilt that head down. If you want even more, go ahead and lean the body forward. And uncross those arms. Nice. Go ahead and roll those shoulders, loosen up that stretch that we just did. And take a deep breath in. Awesome job, guys. Nice.